I'm on a traveling musical tour and what it's like being on the road. Hi, thank you for tuning in to the Tom Bottelsen Show. Yeah, this is the first time I've let the hotel room just be in the shot. I'm just gonna let the hotel room be in the shot because I'm staying in a hotel room for the last 9 weeks. And I have a lot of friends who ask me about what it's like being on tour and they have all the same questions. So I'm just gonna take all of those questions and answer them now and let you know what my life has been like for the last 9 weeks since I've been on this show. So here goes. The questions I get, what's travel like? Do you fly? Do you take buses? How does that work? Since being on tour, when I flew from LA to Norfolk, Virginia, where I joined the tour, including that, I've been on 6 flights and 3 buses. And I hear a lot of people say like, oh, that's a shame, you have to be on a bus. Something I didn't know, how awesome bus travel is when we take buses. Buses are fantastic. First of all, when we take a flight, we have a company Uber account. We have to get ourselves to the airport. Everybody pairs up and gets to the airport. You got to go through TSA. You got to go through bag check. You wait at the gate for about an hour and you get on the plane. When you're on the plane, you might be on the runway for upwards of an hour, which it has been lately. And then when we land, you're on the plane before you get off. And then when you get off, you got to go to the bag check and get your bags. Then you have to do the Uber thing again to get to the hotel. When you're on a bus, I walk out the front door of the hotel and there's a bus there. I put my bag myself on the bottom and then I go and sit on the bus. The seat next to me is empty. We have 2 buses. One is called the not so quiet bus. The other one is called the quiet bus. For those who want to sleep, for those who want to hang out and party and converse, I would sit on the quiet bus because I'm old. I'm sitting on the bus. The seat next to me is empty. I can put up my little tripod, I can watch movies and TV shows and whatever else I've recorded on my phone, which is what I do on a plane anyways. The seats are about as comfortable as the plane is. Then we stop for lunch at a mall someplace. I get off, I stretch my legs, I go back on the bus after an hour and we ride. Then the bus pulls up to the next hotel and I walk in the front door, grab my key and I'm in my room. Bus travel is great. Not to mention, you get to see the country. You get to see places I've never seen before, and there has been some beautiful shots of me just that I get to see out my window, which I really do. Again, I enjoy it much more than I ever thought I would. Bus travel is great on this tour. It feels really good. I arrive feeling much more rested than I do on a flight. And planes always have that thing where I feel like someone's pushing on my head. You get that compression feeling of pushing on my head. Oh, it's oh my God. Oh, by the way, we're talking about tripods. Let me show you what I've talked everybody into. This is the Paralogix phone holder. It's not a tripod, it's not 3. This thing clips to anything and then you can hang your phone on it. I'll put a link to this thing. This was off of Amazon. You get 2 for $9. This is the handiest thing anywhere for travel. I get to watch. This is an amazing little thing. This is an amazing little device. I've already talked to 2 other cast members into buying one, and now they love it too. That is fantastic. Yes, so much of the country you get to see while you're on a bus. So, hotels. How are the hotels like? Where do you stay? Do you have a roommate? What are they? All the hotel questions. Okay. The hotels have been everything from fine to amazing. At the very least, they're fine. They're fine. Fine hotels and things like that. I do not have a roommate. I get to stay by myself. And the hotels range from, okay, every hotel room has had a coffee machine, which I don't use. I use the AeroPress. The AeroPress is another fabulous device someone talked me into buying, and it makes the best cup of coffee, and it's easy to travel, and all I have to do is boil water. So, there's always a coffee machine. There has always been a refrigerator. So there's always a coffee machine and always a refrigerator. Then there's the next level of the room that some of the rooms have the coffee, the refrigerator, and a microwave. Then the next level of room has the coffee machine, the mini refrigerator, the microwave, and a couple of burners on a stovetop. And it has all your kitchen utensils, stuff like that. This little kitchenette is what they call it. Then one step above that, you get all of that plus an oven. And then one step above that, for me, you get all of that plus a washer and dryer in the unit. It's like a mini studio apartment. That's the high level for me. That's my top. If it has the washer and dryer in the unit, my goodness, what a wonderful place to stay. We've only staying for 7 days at these places. We haven't had a 2-week stay yet. In Chicago will be our first 2-week stay, I believe. So it's been 1 week. So when you're in a hotel room, I have recommendations if you're going to stay in a hotel room for longer than 7 days or for 7 days. Set it up how you like it to look. When you come in after a hard day's work, how do you want this room to look? I experiment with the lighting, and I make sure the lighting looks exactly the same as when I come back in. I surround the room with my trinkets. I hang up pictures of my family. I put up, I love toys and games, so I've got a big collection of role-playing dice just on my table because it's treasure to me, and I love that kind of stuff, and I'm always shopping for dice and things. I have a couple of comic books I'm reading. I have Captain's Log, the role-playing game, which I adore. It's one of my emotional comfort items. Surround yourself with that. If you like music, yes, get yourself a big Bluetooth speaker. Surround your room with things. You're going to live here for 7 days. If you keep it like a hotel room, it'll feel like a hotel room. Also, move the furniture. Move the furniture around to where you like it. Move it back when you're done, or don't, or who cares. Make that room your spot so you feel at home. That's the hotel room in a nutshell. I should talk about the actor's trunk. A lot of people don't know we have a trunk. We're allotted a trunk, and it looks like this, and I put my water bottle on top of that picture so you can see how big it is. It's big enough stuff that you can store things backstage, and then they will move that trunk for you from place to place. You won't always have access to it. There'll be like a 2-day span where you won't have access to your trunk. But you can put all things in there, like you're not putting your heavy coat. As soon as it gets really cold, all my shorts are gonna go in there and stuff. You can stock that up and then ship things home later. It's a good place to keep things, is in an actor's trunk. Backstage, what is a standby? I'm a standby. A standby means I go on stage and perform when the leads need time off, they're going on vacation, or something happens. And I wait backstage in case somebody, God forbid, knock wood, rolls their ankle or does something terrible and they have to come out. I immediately dress and walk out on that stage. The show does not stop. So that being in mind, I'm covering 5 roles performed by 3 actors. 2 actors do this. One actor does 2 roles, one actor does 2 roles, and then one actor does 1 role, the lead being Neil Now. So now when we talk about Iowa, everybody's asking me about Iowa because I got to perform Neil Now 6 out of 8 shows. The understudy, another understudy did it for the 2 other shows, and I got to be Fred. That is an amazing experience. I can't wait to do it again. I am chomping at the bit to get back on the stage to play Neil Now. Oh my goodness, how amazing that is and was to play him. To play the aging Neil Diamond going through the struggles of his life while telling the story about who he is, and you're on stage. I was on stage for 100% of the show. There's one song when I'm not on the show. I'm out there all the time. And I gotta tell you something, this is the first time ever I've been in a production where I'm in the big thing. Every show has a big thing at the end. And you're leading up to the big thing and you talk about the big thing, but nobody wants to mention the big thing because the big thing is there. Then the big thing happens. I'm in the big thing, and then I sing the big thing at the end. I'm in the big thing at the end, and I've never had a show where I got to do that. It is really something. It is really something and amazing to be in the big thing at the end of a show. I've never been in the big thing. That was so great. All right. Do we walk everywhere in town? How do we get around town? Yes, we Uber, and yes, we take lifts and things, but normally we're walking. We're walking, if we can walk to the theater from the hotel, which is 90% of the time. Otherwise, they provide us with rental cars, and we pair up into groups and get to and from the theater. But on our free time, when we have other stuff to do, We walk around the town. Also, there are rentable bicycles here in Fort Worth. There are rentable bicycles, and there are locations all around the city to park the bike and get another bike, and it's $2 for every 30 minutes. I love that. I've been riding bicycles around. It's not my preferred form of travel, which is scooter. I immediately turn into a 10-year-old boy when riding a scooter, and I love riding a scooter. It's great. Scooter cities are my favorite cities by far. You get to scooter around. Yeah, boy, I love riding in that. Another mark about hotels I just remembered is like there are people who bring their PlayStations in their luggage. They have their PlayStation 5 in their luggage. They have guitars. They have they have those things that make you feel at home. I have lighting, which makes me feel, I've got my glow light there. I've got a thing like that. Surround your room with things that make you feel at home. I want to specifically mention the PlayStation because there are plenty of people, who love video games. I do, but I get addicted to them, which is why I don't have them all the time. I just want to toss that in there. It's fantastic. Oh boy. So that, in a nutshell, is all the questions I have been asked about what it's like being on the road. If you have any other questions, please ask me, because I'd love to talk about this kind of stuff. It's a brand new experience for me, and I'm learning as I go. What it's like to be on the road, because I have not been the biggest fan of travel, and this is curing me of that, getting me to learn how to travel, how to get better at it, how to be good, at what I like when I travel. It's a learning experience every day, and it's a lot of fun. I miss my family. I miss my friends. I do. I miss them every day. Thank God for this, for technology, because I get to FaceTime, I get to Zoom call, I get to call people, I get to send pictures, I get to interact on social media. My wife and kids are never more than this far away. But they are this far away. So, yeah. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this content. Hit that notification bell so you know when my stuff drops. It drops on Sunday. More movie reviews coming, more TV, more things. I don't know what's coming up. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just watching everything. I just wanted to come out and tell you what it's like at life on the road. And thank you all for coming with me. Till I see you next time. Peace, love, live long, and prosper. And I mean it.